Hey there, this is Ryan Houchin with Southwest Exteriors. Today we're going to take a look at the Don Young single hung window. Now we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to look at some of the design characteristics, and then we're also going to walk you through the functionality of the window. Now, Don Young is a local Texas-based company, which is great. A lot of clients that use this window love the fact that it is a homegrown product. The thing about the Don Young window is it's different than most other aluminum windows as we commonly know them. The big thing with Don Young and what they do different to give their window a competitive advantage over other windows is that the aluminum on this window is thermally broken. And what that means is that the exterior aluminum is not touching the interior aluminum. So it's really designed to cut down on the conductivity that's very synonymous with an aluminum window. And you can see that thermal break right here. But basically that's designed very specifically to improve the performance of kind of an Achilles heel of an aluminum product, is that it's extremely conductive. So that's the benefit of the Don Young as compared to most other aluminum windows. Now with design options, we have some different things we can do with color. You have silver, you have white, you have black, and then you have like what you see here, which is a bronze. So those are your options. A lot less options than maybe available on some other windows, but you still do have some color choices that you can choose from. With the hardware, we pretty much got a black or white or a tan. There is a tan color hardware that would match whatever the window color is. So it's pretty straightforward there. With the customizations, we do have some grills. Now your grills, as you see here, the grills in between are going to be in between the glass, and they are going to be just a rectangular tube, basically, instead of some of the profile that you may see on another window. Again, your colors on the grills are going to match the color of the window, obviously, because it is inside in between the panes. And really, that is the customization ability of the Don Young. They make great shapes and sizes here for Texas. They can do specialty shaped windows. They can do single hungs, double hungs, gliding windows, and also picture windows as far as their product offering. So we're going to take a look at the way that the Don Young window functions. Now, what I have here is a single hung. We do have a double hung, which does function in a little bit different way, but it's really going to be the same, really the same effect here. So with the single hung, we do have a lock latch right here. And as you can see here, we have two tilt latch mechanisms or tilt release mechanisms right here. But with your window, you're going to have this is a single hung, like I mentioned, so it's going to go up and down. Obviously here your top sash is fixed, so that's not going to move, obviously, hence the single hung. But what we're going to do here is if we want to engage the tilt feature, we're simply going to raise the lower sash, and then basically here these two tilt mechanisms, we just push those in towards the lock, and then we have the ability to bring down our lower sash. Now with the screen, you can see with the screen we have these two little depressors here that the screen holds, and basically we can actually just pull those down, and then we can actually bring that window or that screen inside the house. This is very helpful. This is one of two windows we have that do that, but basically the ability to do this is very helpful when we're talking about people that have shutters. Because generally with shutters, you're not going to, about half the time, you're not going to be able to use the tilt function anyways. So with this, we can remove this screen inside the house without having to fully take out the, remove the sash or open the sash. So we can put that back nice and easy, and your screen's right back inside the frame. And then basically to reinstall the sash, basically, again, we're just moving these to the interior towards the locking mechanism right here, and then shutting the window, and we're back to an operating state here. So here in Texas, we're seeing the emergence of a lot of stucco construction. Now this window can be installed in a stucco wall. If you don't have existing stucco banding around your window frame, after the installation of this window, you will have to have a stucco professional install the stucco banding around this frame to weatherproof it and to seal it properly, to ensure that there are no opportunities for weather infiltration or specifically water infiltration down the road. The glass has a great warranty from Don Young. It is warranted for lifetime. The glass is argon filled, and it does have a low E coating. And as we mentioned earlier, it is thermally broken. So aside from the glass working efficiently for you, you have truly an aluminum window that is not going to conduct from the exterior to the interior as badly as another aluminum window will certainly do. So that is a big key with the Don Young window, is having the exterior aluminum not touching the interior aluminum, which cuts down on the conductivity, the transference of cold and heat into the interior of the home a great deal. Now, when it comes to the Don Young warranty, we believe that it's best to speak in details instead of general terms. So for any of that information that you might want to read further on the warranty, all you got to do is go to the link below and it will take you to content that'll clearly describe and explain the entire terms of the Don Young warranty. This is going to be a great window for people that want to match an aluminum window, which, let's be honest, is really coming back into trend now as people move to a little bit more of contemporary look in their home. This is one window where we can do a silver finish on several of the window configurations, which is a great thing for people that want a more contemporary look. For a lot of HOAs or maybe property management companies that require aluminum windows, this is a great option because when it comes to aluminum, this is single-handedly the most efficient aluminum window that's in fabrication today. Again, this is Ryan Houchin with Southwest Exteriors. Really appreciate you taking time to stop by today as we looked at the Don Young window. And again, thanks so much for allowing us the opportunity to show you how you might get the look you love coming home to.
If you want more home solutions, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. You can also leave a comment below if you have any other questions. We'd love to hear from you.